Hey there, NeuronNova viewers. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as colorful and diverse as a rainbow: LGBTQ plus terminology. Now, you might be thinking, why do we need a whole video on this? Well, buckle up, because we're about to go on a linguistic roller coaster that's not only fun, but super important too. You see, language is powerful. It shapes how we see the world and how we treat each other. And when it comes to LGBTQ plus terms, knowing what they mean can be the difference between making someone feel seen and valued or, well, like they're speaking a foreign language on Mars. But here's the thing, this isn't your grandma's dictionary we're talking about. LGBTQ plus language is like a living, breathing creature. It's constantly evolving, growing, and sometimes even doing backflips. So think of this video as your friendly neighborhood guide to the ever-changing landscape of LGBTQ plus terminology. Let's start with the basics. The alphabet soup that is LGBTQ+. It's like the Avengers of identity, each letter representing a different group coming together to form one awesome team. L is for lesbian, women who are attracted to other women. Simple enough, right? G is for gay, typically used for men who are attracted to other men, but some women also use this term. B is for bisexual, folks attracted to more than one gender. It's not a 50-50 split, more like a spectrum of attraction. T is for transgender, people whose gender identity differs from the sex they were assigned at birth. Think of it as your inner sense of being male, female, both, or neither. Q is for queer, once a slur, now reclaimed as a broad term for anyone who isn't straight or cisgender. It's like the other box on a form, but way cooler. The plus is for everyone else under the rainbow umbrella. It's like saying "and friends," but for identities. Now, let's zoom in on sexual orientation. It's like a buffet of attraction. There's something for everyone. We've got asexual folks, or ACEs for short. They experience little to no sexual attraction. It doesn't mean they don't feel love or want relationships, they just might not be into the whole sex thing. Then there's pansexual, attracted to people regardless of gender. It's like being the Switzerland of attraction, neutral to all genders. Demisexual people only feel sexual attraction after forming a strong emotional bond. It's like needing to be friends before benefits. Now let's talk gender identity. Buckle up, because this is where things get really interesting. We've got cisgender people, folks whose gender identity matches the sex they were assigned at birth. It's like being dealt a hand in poker and saying, "Yep, I'll keep these cards." Transgender people, as we mentioned before, have a gender identity different from their assigned sex. It's like being dealt those cards and saying, "Nah, I'm going to reshuffle and get a new hand." Non-binary is a term for people who don't identify exclusively as male or female. They might feel like both, neither, or something entirely different. It's like looking at the binary gender system and saying, "I'll make my own category, thanks." Gender fluid people have a gender identity that changes over time. It's like having a gender mood ring. It might be different from day to day, or even moment to moment. Now, let's talk pronouns. They're like name tags for gender, helping us refer to people correctly. We've got the classics: he, him, she, her, and the gender-neutral they, them. Some folks use neo-pronouns like x, xm, or z, zire. Think of these as custom pronouns. Remember, it's okay to ask someone what pronouns they use. It's better to ask than to assume and get it wrong. Trust me, people appreciate the effort. Let's touch on some important community terms. Ally is someone who supports and advocates for LGBTQ plus rights and equality. It's like being a superhero sidekick to the LGBTQ plus community. Coming out is the process of revealing one's LGBTQ plus identity to others. It's not a one-time event. People might come out multiple times throughout their lives to different people. Pride isn't just a feeling. It's a celebration of LGBTQ plus identity and a protest against discrimination. It's like a birthday party and a revolution rolled into one fabulous package. Now, a quick note on outdated terms. Some words like homosexual or transsexual are now seen as too clinical or offensive. When in doubt, go with more current terms like gay, lesbian, or transgender. Why does all this matter? Using inclusive language and respecting people's identities is like making sure everyone has a seat at the table. It's about creating a world where people can be their authentic selves without fear or shame. Feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry. It's okay to make mistakes. We all do. The important thing is to learn from them and do better next time. Think of it like learning a new language. Practice makes perfect. Here's a challenge for you. Next time you meet someone new, instead of making assumptions, try asking open-ended questions. What pronouns do you use? Is a great start. You might be surprised at what you learn. Remember, every person you meet is on their own unique journey of self-discovery and expression. By being open, respectful, and willing to learn, you're not just expanding your vocabulary, you're expanding your ability to connect with and understand others. So go forth, my friends, armed with your new knowledge of LGBTQ+ terminology. You're ready to be a better ally. ally, a more understanding friend, and a more compassionate human being. The world of gender and sexuality is rich, diverse, and beautiful, and now you have the words to appreciate it fully. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the colorful world of LGBTQ+ terminology. Remember, this is just the beginning. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep being awesome. Until next time, this is NeuronNova signing off. Stay curious, stay kind, and stay proud of who you are, whatever letters, words, or identities that might include.